know you're gonna let me with this now. I know you're gonna let me smoke on my weed. With no ID.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Jacksonville State's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Finds his man. It's Gilbert. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Moran. Caught in the backfield, it's Glover. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kennesaw State's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Odom. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Franklin. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
Quarterback,
They'll boot it into the night
fast.
sky for the first time. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
You know what?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. And here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking to throw, it's Moran. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Williamson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I know, everyone's yelling, we didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Off the play fake. Looking left. He strikes downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28th. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get...
Now it's up. Those is 2. And where's the hat? Right here.
Make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to Brown. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we reach the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Savage. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB and man.
Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Moran. He's got his man, makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Jacksonville State, 17, Kennesaw State.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
Number 83, on to punt it away.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Dropping back, it's Moran. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. All the wideouts, no backs. He wants to change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Kennesaw State right back to work. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. They'll run the screen. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Rush is on him. This time it's complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kennesaw State will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got to...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
At the 20. That's a first down for the offense.
Gives it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. With the catch, it's Joyner. Bounding over the top. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot.
That's how I know the enemies. I'm just going to count my fingers. 1, 2.
Space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Joyner. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all time.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turn that into a positive play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell he drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat in 2nd down?
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Might be looking to run. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but...
And the catch and run into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught behind the line. It's Walters. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Oh, stop, please. You gotta hold on.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Franklin. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Was to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Franklin. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll pull it on the read.
Are you throwing stuff at me?
Down and more.
Go
All
upstairs.
down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Go upstairs. Go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
What did I say?
They're
Go
lining
upstairs.
up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Williamson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Go.
He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be